For today's video, we have to talk about why your gaming backlog is more valuable and meaningful than ever. The first couple of reasons why I truly believe having a gaming backlog is just more valuable and meaningful than ever is because with the current landscape, just the way the world is right now with everything getting more expensive, with the way the video game industry is shifting right now away from physical media, away from ownership, even talking about getting games fully on streaming within 3 years' time. Having a gaming backlog just gives us the choice back and it gives us the power back to not participate and support these companies if we don't want to not buy these games like GTA 6 and support these scummy practices if we don't want to. And it just also gives us the choice of just having a full variety of gameplay experiences to choose from. I used to look at my backlog kind of shameful, like what the heck am I really buying all these games for? But that was when I was early on in my collecting journey and I was buying things more for value and rarity. But now what I see the value in and maybe even some rarity in is just getting a good game that may be hard to find or even a common game that I know I'm truly going to enjoy sinking my teeth into, or even a casual multiplayer game that I know I'm going to have some fun sharing with my kids, playing with them, letting them play and enjoy on their own as well. But speaking more of the value aspect of having a backlog, it is beneficial to have a lot of these games if you were able to acquire a lot of these retro titles that have gone through the roof right now, like games on the PS3, the N64, the GameCube, even games for the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2 right now are already looking like they're going to be hard to find, like Mio, Memories, and Orbit. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to go after some of these more niche or even retro titles before they get more rare and expensive, as long as you're not breaking the bank out here struggling, giving into FOMO like that. And the last reason why I think it's awesome to have a gaming backlog right now, even though you might have put a lot of money into that backlog, with things getting more expensive than ever right now and games getting more expensive than ever right now, your backlog is your full hobby that's waiting there for you right now without you even having to put a single dollar into it. So that's just an awesome thing to have right there if you're truly into the gaming of hobby, and especially if it's something that you also share with family and friends. I don't feel that this video would be great without a couple of great backlog gaming tips, so I want to share those with you really quick. And the first one that I have is about tackling your backlog. And my tip for that is just don't play games making it feel like it's work, like you have to beat this game or that game. I would say just try to pick a game that you feel that you're in the mood for, that you feel mentally prepared to play right now. So if you just want to have a big adventure, you could play something like an open world RPG like Cyberpunk 2077. Or if you want something, more on the shorter side, more simple, more maybe kind of old school, you could play a beat 'em up like Castle Crashers, or you could play a 2D platformer like Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked. But me personally, what I do is if I pick up Rocket Knight and I'm trying and I'm just not feeling it, I'm thinking that maybe I'd rather play something more like Cyberpunk. I see nothing wrong with dropping that other game that I'm not getting into and just getting into a game that I'm absolutely vibing with right now and knocking it out. I think that's the best way to game, is just playing what you're in the mood for. And my final backlog gaming tip is that there's nothing wrong with figuring out your collecting journey. If you have games in your backlog that you just have no attachment to, you don't care about at all, you've been thinking of selling them or trading them, but you're like, no, I don't want to do that because I want to make sure I get my value or whatever, and that's all you care about is getting value back, then go ahead and list those games on eBay so you can get the most value back for them and get rid of them and add things to your collection that you know you're going to want to have in it. But those are my collecting tips and just my thoughts on why I think that the backlog is more valuable and meaningful than ever. I really do appreciate you watching this video so much. Please help me out in the algorithm by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel if you're not already, hitting the hype button, and I'll definitely look forward to catching you all on the next one.